What up, y'all? Happy Thursday, April 2nd, client check-in day. Honestly, I have no idea what day this is of quarantine. I stopped guessing because I was just getting it wrong. In every episode that I would edit out, I just realized I was not even close. So, what is on the docket for today? Today we have client check-ins. I worked a lot yesterday in the yard. I'm gonna maybe potentially work on the backyard today, as well as I do have some coaching calls and things this afternoon. I have a huge zit on my face, so that's cool. That's new. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Outside of that, I just made a really heavy post on my Instagram, on my Facebook that I want you guys to check out which I don't know what day this is compared to real time, but go back and check out my Instagram. A post where I'm wearing a yellow shirt and I'm laying back on the floor with my arm up like this. It was after the workout, I think yesterday. But I made a post of something that I heard yesterday in a podcast. It's actually something that I've had some discussions and some things with some friends, and obviously Jenna is a big fan of getting on the floor and stretching and doing yoga and things like that. And I understand the benefits of it. It's something that I want to continuously get better with myself, but it's something that I've kind of neglected in the past. And so it was really eye-opening yesterday when I heard this podcast talking about this specific topic. And so go back and read that and give me your feedback on that. But I want you to check that out because it's very eye-opening. It's something that as a society, a Western society, we absolutely neglect. And it's very eye-opening in the sense of like we fear something that is really kind of crazy that we fear. And so go check that out. I'm not going to leave too much in this video, but if you want to check it out, you should. Don't know what all today holds. Like I said, it's going to be busy. It's a check-in day, so I'm going to jump off here. Oh, one thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to check my blood sugar. As most of you know, I am doing intermittent fasting, and so it's been about a week and a half since I started. So we're going to check my blood sugar today to see where it's at on I'm right at a 12-hour fast, so I'm at almost about 11 hours. So, no, I'm actually about 13, I think. Either way, we're gonna check it here shortly. So that's probably gonna be number one. All right, so right at about 13 and a half hour fast, so plenty of fasting. Going to do the blood sugar right now. Purchased one of these guys at Walgreens. Shout out to Walgreens. All right, so like I said in one of my other videos, if you haven't tested your blood sugar ever, I definitely recommend doing it at least once. Figure out where you're at. Because there's always things you can do to improve that. We did ours about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. So, going to redo it real quickly. All right, so take your reader, take your little strip, which it's not going to focus on this, it's too small, and you're going to put it in the top side of your reader. And there's like a million different types of these, so I'm sure yours probably doesn't look the same, but it's going to be similar. So it's ready to read. You see the little drop of blood, it's ready to read. I've already put one of these in this guy. Here goes. I better grab a Band-Aid. All right, here goes. Got it, good. Check that out. Pretty simple. You take this little guy where there's a little stripe on it on the top, put it around the blood, and it literally pulls the blood straight up and it reads it. Wow, not great. So it's actually reading at 100 right now. So I'm gonna see what all that means. So the good thing is about this is we know that it's still high, and so we're still working on it to make sure we bring that down. But I'm gonna call Chris tonight, pick his brain a little bit about what we can do more in order to get this down. So at least we tested and we kind of know where we're at. So I'm gonna take a picture of this so we know where we're at.
I think you should do it 3 hours after eating again today, though, because Sierra literally just said that She did hers.
I guess I just don't really understand because 3 hours after you would think would be way higher than.
I checked mine a few days ago. It was 108, and then 3 hours after I ate, it was down to 81.
I guess I just don't understand it then because, like, in my mind, that's opposite effect.
I know. I need to ask Chris. I don't know why, but I mean, I think you definitely like try it a couple different times today and do like an average throughout the day. Like maybe do a reading now and then 3 hours after your first meal and then tonight, and let's see like the difference.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll check it a few hours after my next meal. All right, y'all. So it is right at 4 o'clock, and so about 3 hours post meal, I'm going to recheck my blood sugar levels because this morning was awful high, and we're gonna see if it's any different. All right, so here goes. Nailed it. Ooh, much better. So 79 is where it's at post 3 hours post meal. So I'm going to take the data from this morning's check as well as this afternoon's check, and I'm going to send it off to Chris, who you guys I guess kind of got to meet in yesterday's episode because I was doing a phone call with him. I'm gonna send that off to him, see what his opinion and ideas are as far as how the fast and things are going. Honestly, guys, I mean, I really feel good. So the fact that my blood sugar levels were a little bit high a few weeks ago, it was a little bit alarming in a sense of like I had never really tested them, so I wasn't really scared. I wasn't super thrown off and didn't get all up in arms about it, but I never checked them before. So when you check them and like your numbers are like nearly like pre-diabetic numbers, well, I mean, looking back at what I had done, it kind of made sense because I had been increasing my carbohydrates, I had been increasing my nutritional intake, and so it's just one of those things you have to go kind of through like a little bit of a reset. So seeing where my numbers are at right now makes me feel pretty good about things. So yeah, that's kind of it for the moment as far as checking this. I am in the middle of client check-ins. It's Thursday. So, all right, so as of right now, that's kind of where we're at. We've been spending some time in the office today. Honestly, we haven't done a whole lot other than just work on check-ins. It's the end of the month, which means all of our check-ins, all of our clients check in, which means we have a lot of check-ins to go through. I have had 2 coaching phone calls today. I have another one tonight. Jen is on a call right now with some of her Arbonne team, and things are just really busy, but I appreciate you guys tagging along. And so I'm going to have to do a little editing tonight. I was hoping to maybe get outside and do some yard work, but that's going to be put off until tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know what the rest of the day holds, but you're here for it. So stick with me. Yo, bro.
Hey, man, what's up?
Say what?
I said, hey, man, what's up?
Hey, man, what's up? Sorry about that. Didn't mean to. Yeah, because I'm having this my Safari on my Chrome or on my computer is not working recently, and it's giving me like this little error that keeps popping up, and I don't know why.
Are you videotaping me?
Yep.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Yep.
You didn't fix your hair.
Yeah, I didn't fix my hair, dude. I just got out of the shower. I look like a bum.
Yeah, so throw your hood up. Now you look like a hooded bum.
I am, dude. I'm bumming it. Look at this, dude. I can't get my hair cut. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to have a
literally
camera
just said the
pretty
same.
Shave your head?
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't look good with a shaved head.
How do you know? When was the last time you did it?
College.
So fill me in on the whole, like, why my blood sugar is like through the roof after a 12-hour morning fast, and then why it's not when I take it. I took it again 3 hours post meal.
No, 2.
No, it was 3. We waited 3.
Had you consumed anything?
No.
Caffeine or anything?
Nope. Yeah, so, but like, what does that mean?
Yeah, so in the morning, you have a surge in blood sugar in the morning when you wake up for two reasons. One is that it's part of your natural circadian rhythm, so you spike your cortisol levels, and that kind of leads to an increase in blood sugar to just get you going for the day. And that's kind of also what suppresses your sleep hormones. So it's a necessary thing. And then also like overnight, you have like some of the glucose that's like circulating in your body will get like, some of like the leftover substrate in your body that can be used to convert to glucose will get converted to glucose in your liver. And that is one of the places where the glucose gets released from in the morning. So that's probably what Jenna came across. When your body does this and how long your blood sugar stays elevated in the morning could be different for everybody. It could be, like if you were up really late the night before or you had like a late meal, like all of those things can kind of throw off your circadian rhythm because it's all pretty like there's a lot of inputs that affect it, right? But like if you're 13 hours fasted and you're an hour and a half to 2 hours after you wake up, I would expect by that time that it should be starting to come down.
Yeah, I took it at 11:20, and I was out of bed by like 9.
Yeah, that's pretty late for it to be elevated still. What are you using? Precision or what are you using? Oh, you're using One Touch. When was the 79?
4 o'clock this afternoon, 3 hours post meal.
What'd you have for that meal?
I had a Cliff Bar, and then so we had a meal prep company send us a bunch of meals, which is kind of hard to like gauge, but because they give you all the macro breakdowns, but they don't give you like any of the fiber or nothing in it, which is kind of crappy.
Yeah.
I looked online to try to figure it out, but they just literally didn't. But roughly the meal itself, like with the Cliff Bar and the other meal, was like right around 100 carbs, right at about 28 to 30 fat, and 50 grams of protein.
Yeah, so that's more of like the 79 that you saw, that's 3 hours after you ate, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty typical because that's more of a blood sugar crash. If you're seeing 100 in the morning when you're waking up, but then you're seeing 79 3 hours after a meal, like it tells me there's probably a little bit more work to be done with like getting your blood glucose stable. I can actually show you because I'm wearing that continuous monitor again.
Yeah.
So like my blood sugar, I don't eat carbs though, right? So my blood sugar is gonna look different from yours. Like I'm kind of just like staying like this all day, like a very like pretty even curve. What yours should look like is that it should be at a level, and then you eat carbs and it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna go back down. Yeah, so what I would do, and I know it's going to be a little harder because you're doing the finger prick, but like ideally what you would want to do is you'd want to test right before you eat to see what your number is, and then you'd want to test like maybe every like 30 minutes after. So like doing it at like 30 minute, hour 30.
I only got 10 fingers. How often am I doing this?
Yeah, you got to prick the same one sometimes.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, I mean, if you're stressed, because like there's just blood sugar is dynamic, man. Like there's so many things that can affect it. Like you have the dawn effect. Caffeine really messes with it. Obviously, your diet plays with it. Stress really plays with it. Which I didn't
do anything this morning. I didn't know greens. I didn't know multivitamin. I knew nothing. Like I literally just kept it complete slate, and then I tested it at 11:20. But I mean, tomorrow I can try to get up, around like 8, and then test it like at 9 or before 10 or.
I'll probably do it at like 10.
All right, dude. Sounds good. I'll get off here. I'll let you go, but I'll hit you up tonight.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you find out when you do your test.
All right, see ya.
All right, good talking to you, bro. See you later, Jenna.
See ya. Okay, so third and fourth time we've checked the
Third
blood.
and fourth?
Yeah, because I'm gonna do it now, and I'm gonna do it right after my meal too. My fingers are starting to get sore.
Imagine what diabetics feel like.
I know. That's why most of them have like they just
reader.
they just like stay put in like they have like a port. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's see, I've done this finger and this finger today, so I should do this finger. Wait, how do I do this again? Oh, like that, okay. Oh, wow, that one does good.
You were worried that it wasn't going to. Oh, wow, because you have it on the deepest setting, too.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 84. So not bad.
Good.
Now I need to eat.
Ew.
I need to eat, and we'll test it again right after my meal. Did he say how quickly to test it after?
No, we need to text him.
I'll text him. So 84.
What do you got over here on the floor?
Okay, so 2 cups of jasmine rice. As most of you know, I'm still doing intermittent fasting, which means I'm eating between noon and 8 or 1 and 9, depending on when I get started. So it's 7:40 right now, which I got 2 cups of jasmine rice, about 2/3 of a cup of black beans, as well as a surf and turf meal.
Why are we on the floor?
From Flex Pro Meals. We're on the floor because we're trying to be functional, trying to get out of our comfort zone, trying to eat slower. So eating at the table, I just shovel it in.
So you're going to add that.
I'm gonna add this just to the meal.
Right on
so
top.
there's shrimp, there's pork, there's potatoes.
Sausage.
I'm gonna just add it all too. So it's not gonna look pretty, but it's gonna be a
She
meal.
looks really good. Hot sauce.
I'm gonna have more Band-Aids on these fingers than anything else.
Yeah, you're gonna have real sore fingers.
30 minutes post-meal, as you can see, all the trash and food and things we've eaten here on the floor tonight. I'm gonna check it 30, 60, 90 today. So I know earlier I said I was gonna check it probably 1 more time. Turns out I'm gonna check it 3 more times, including right now. So.
Wow, good thing you have 10 fingers.
I don't remember which finger. I know I did this one and this one earlier. I should probably do my pinky.
You want to use mine? That wouldn't be the same. Dun dun dun.
Wow. That
You should probably draw it back one.
doesn't ever feel good. Ever. Yeah, that's true. Here we go. Nice. That's a good spike.
Yeah.
111.
Can we go for a drive? I'm cooped up.
Let's go for a drive, babe.
Wow.
Okay, so it's almost
4K with a flash.
So I've been doing all of the yard work the last couple
We've
days.
just been blessed.
And
We were just
driving home from our drive, 9:36, and there's a lawnmower sitting on the side of the road. You're not gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
And so I go to the thing and I'm
And
like,
Christmas
"Yo,"
wrapping
I'm like,
paper.
are you trying to get rid of it? And they're like, yeah, we just got a self-propelled one and we're just lazy. So you can just have it. It works perfectly. And they're like, take the wrapping paper too.
Wow.
All right, so we actually got out and rode around and I had to do another round of fingers. I did my 60-minute and unfortunately, we actually recorded on my phone. It doesn't have any audio. So I actually tested a 123, or I shot and read a 123. So that was the 60-second. This is 90 minutes, 60 seconds. That was 60 minutes. This is 90 minutes, the 90-minute mark. My fingers are officially beat up. Can't imagine what it would be like to be diabetic. I say that in the most respectful way. You should let us help you with that, if that's you. I'm not sure which finger I want to go with. I'm gonna have to shoot the opposite hand because I did this one earlier today and still beat up. Unless I shoot on the opposite side.
Yeah. But go to the other hand.
You think? I don't want both hands to hurt.
Okay.
I gotta have like a good hand, right? How do we justify which hand is better? Doesn't matter, right? So here goes nothing. Wow. I'm not gonna have a whole lot. What?
I feel bad for you.
Oh, it's okay. 95?
Okay.
Which almost makes me feel like that's pretty accurate because when I first originally tested it in my 12-hour fast, it was 97. What is this? Tell me what this is.
1 cup of oatmeal.
And
3 scoops of chocolate vegan protein.
that's it? Wow. All right, guys, signing out for now. For now. Like this video, subscribe, leave me a comment below, and see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna eat all of this right now. See ya.